So the next app and website we're going to talk about is Remind 101. I know a lot of teachers use this app. I know some of my kids, former teachers, and current teachers use this app, and it's a great app to use. It's very simple to use. They have added a lot of things to the app, so make sure that you have updated it if you still use it. So this is just another communication tool that you can use with your parents. And I'm going to move this over here. Okay, now I'm going to talk about ThingLink. And ThingLink is a pretty neat tool, things that you can use and create, but then also your students can create, or you can search different topics. Like, for example, this is a picture of the solar system, and if you click on each of these little pins that they have, then students talk about that planet.
Let's talk about the temperatures on Mercury. In the morning, it can be hotter than 715 degrees Fahrenheit. It can be under negative 300 degrees Fahrenheit at night. It changes over 1,000 degrees.
So this is a really neat thing to see, all your students working together. And like I said, this is something that you can do as a class, that you can create and incorporate things that you've learned within the class. Or if you're searching for a resource that you can use for your students, this is a great place to go as well. So it's called ThingLink. And I'm going to move that right over here. Okay, I'm going to talk about one more thing with you, and then I'm going to turn the rest over to Elizabeth. The next thing I'm going to talk to you is about Google. Elizabeth and I have started a few months back through the process of getting Google certified, and then also signing our school up to be for Google Apps for Education, to be GAFE schools. So I have a group of different things here that I want to show you. This first one is an app that you can download, and it's called Google Keep. So you can keep your notes, your to-do list, you can color code them. It's just a really neat thing to keep handy on your phone. This is for personal use. Okay, Google Photos. And I'm logged into mine, and you can see Kendall here has been on my phone using Snapchat. But something really neat about Google Photos is it frees up space on your phone and keeps all of your pictures online, and then you can create movies, you can create collages, just very simple things that you can do with all your photos. You can create slideshows, just all kinds of different things that you can do with your photos. So I love having photos, Google Photos on my phone, like I said, because it frees up a lot of my space. I set it to type it up or to back it up to Google Photos, and then I can delete the pictures off my phone and know that they're securely stored here. Okay, and then Google Drive. Google Drive holds everything for you. It holds your Google Photos, it holds any type of documents that you may have, it holds your Google Forms, your Google Slideshows, just all kinds of, it's just your online hard drive. Just everything is in the cloud, it's right there, it's easily accessible. As you can see, I've used 10 of my 15 gigabytes, and I probably need to go through and delete some things on here, but I still have 5 gigs left, and it's all free. And I can use it anywhere. I can pull it up wherever I am, and I keep it all right here on my drive. Okay, then you have Google Slides. and that's what Elizabeth and I used today to present to you. We used Google Slides, and you can also create PowerPoints and then import them into Google Slides, and then you'll have them online. And they're pretty neat to do. I'm going to go back to one of my older ones. Let's see. If I go here, I want to kind of show you when you pull up your slides, you can of course add notes and things just like you do with PowerPoint. And then also you can, when you present it, I'm sorry, let me get out of that. When you go to present it, you can choose presenter view. And then let me move it inside my box here. And then you can click start new, and they give you a link here. And you can give your audience this link, and as you're presenting, if they go to this link, as you're presenting, your audience can ask questions, make comments that will show up during your presentation that you can address right then, or you can wait and address later. So it's just a little bit of information for you there, something neat about Google Slides. Okay, then you have, of course, your Google Sheets. It's just like Excel. You have your Google Docs, just like Word. Okay, and they do not have an app yet for forms. So I'm going to go down here to the form I sent out asking you guys to answer to, and just kind of show you here what you'll see. You can click on responses, and you can see that I have 12 responses, and then you can just kind of have an overview here, what subjects they teach, and then this is interesting right now, 50-50 of the audience doesn't have Twitter. There's 50% that doesn't and 50% that do, so we're right exactly in half here right now, split down the middle. And then some of these were quite comical, but flexible seating, there again is there's a 50-50 opinion on that as well. So that kind of just briefly, I can briefly look at, you know, what everyone's expecting from this in-service, make sure I'm meeting those needs, and, you know, see if there's anything I can do that you would like to see happen in your classroom. Any suggestions I can give, or anything that I've come across to help you with, or maybe pass the word along. You can also go to individual, so I can see each individual sheet as well. And one neat thing about this, if you go to responses, if you click this little green button right here, it creates a spreadsheet. So I can create a spreadsheet, which is Google Sheets, and then I have everything laid out for me, all in one place. So that's pretty neat. So if you're not using any of the Google apps or Google Drive, I strongly encourage you to do that, and then we will keep you up to date on Google's for Education, Google Apps for Education. We'll keep you up to date on that, keep you in the loop. But these are things that you can use within your classroom or personally. That's awesome. And while we're talking about Google, I'm going to move this to the side and show you one more thing. We mentioned earlier in all of these research sites that we went to, and once I mentioned about plagiarism. So I'm going to show you something neat that I learned that I had no clue. When students are looking for pictures, sometimes they'll come across pictures that have a watermark across them, and that means they're using that picture illegally. So I'm going to show you how to get around that, or how to find pictures that you can use legally. and not plagiarize them. Okay, so I'm just going to search an image right now. The first thing that pops in my head, well, I'll just put tiger. Okay, I'm looking for a tiger. So here I'm at Google, and I go right over here to the settings, and I go to advanced search. Go all the way to the bottom, and it says usage rights. Okay, you can click on free to use or share, free to use or share even commercially. This is if you're going to put it on anything that you're going to sell to the public. Free to use, share, or modify. Free to use, share, or modify even commercially. So that's a good one to click. And then I'm going to click advanced search and see what I come up with. So here are all the tigers that I can use for any document that I want. I can use for any, the students can use for any presentation that, or poster or whatever they need pictures for. So keep that in mind. Again, type in what you're looking for. I'm just going to do sunshine. And right here, it already has it up for me because I've already been to the advanced search. So once you've already been there, it's here. So I'm going to do label for reuse with modification. That's what what's come up. And then these are suns that are not going to have watermarks on them, that I'm not stealing from anyone, that I can, they're free to use.